everybody, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And for those who are returning viewers, welcome back to you as well too. I'm so glad that you're all joining me for this episode of Tuesday's Enlightenment. Now, before we start talking about our hands and our chakras, we got to do that housekeeping. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Sorry. I say it all the time, and it's true. That YouTube algorithm that you hear every YouTuber talking about, it's true. So please, not just for me, any YouTuber that you watch, smash that subscribe button. You can turn off the notifications. That has nothing to do with the algorithm, and you're not going to offend me. I get it. You don't want your cell phone constantly blowing up. And Parker has joined us here this morning. Hello, Parker. So as Parker's saying too, make sure you smash her mama's subscribe button. So anyway, what we're going to talk about, as I said, we're going to talk about how our hands relate to our chakras as well as the elements. And we have 7 main chakras that range from the root to the crown, but the 5 that are associated with the fingers are the ones that are associated with our spinal cord. So obviously our third eye, and she hits the thing, I'm sorry, the tripod. Our third eye and our crown chakras, they are not part of this. So we have our root chakra, which is at the base of our spine. We have our sacral chakra, which is found just above the groin, below the belly button. We have our solar plexus, which is above the belly button and below the rib cage. Our heart chakra, and then our throat chakra. So as you can see, that's all part of our spinal column, okay? Now, I'm not a neurologist. I've never taken any neuroscience class, but basically how this works is that when we touch and use our fingers, that the nerves send signals to the brain, to the neurotransmitters in our brain, and then that in turn sends a signal to stimulate our chakra. So as a quick fix, anytime that you feel that you're unbalanced or if you're overactive or underactive or blocked, you can use this technique as a quick fix. Now, if you have serious issues with your chakra, this probably isn't going to be the best healing modality for you, but it's a start. All right. Now, let's talk about our hands real quick. Our dominant hand is considered to be the hand for receiving. So if our chakra is unbalanced, or I'm sorry, if it's over, I think I said that wrong. Our dominant hand is our giving. There we go. It's our giving away energy. So if we have too much energy and a chakra is overactive, we would be using the finger, whichever finger on your dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, that would be your right hand. If you're left-handed, it would be your left hand. If you're ambidextrous, you need to use your intuition and let that guide you which one is dominant. Because there's going to be one that's still dominant. It might just be by a tick, but only your intuition will know that. Now, if you need energy and your chakra is slow, it's underactive or blocked, you would use your non-dominant hand. And our non-dominant hand receives energy. So again, if you're right-handed, that would be your left hand. If you're left-handed, that would be the right. And if you're ambidextrous, then you need to determine which one is your dominant versus your non-dominant hand. All right, now I'm not going to discuss the energy types in detail. I try to keep this video, these Tuesday's Enlightenments, about 20 to 30 minutes long. That's why there's no Reiki hug at the end. And I know, I've had people that want that, but you can get your hugs on Monday with the tarot reading and Fridays with the oracle card reading. All right, so let's start with our thumb. So if our thumb, hold on, let me reword that. Our thumb has to deal with our third chakra, which is the solar plexus. And that's the one that's above our belly button and below our rib cage, kind of in the center of your stomach. And that has to do with our personal willpower, our personal power, and it deals with the element of fire, okay? So let's say you're feeling a little sad and maybe you have some negative self-talk going on, your confidence is a little low, and you're just not feeling happy with yourself. Well, your solar plexus is probably underactive or blocked. So again, for all of these demonstrations, I'm going to assume that the right hand is dominant, so that's the giving, and the left hand is non-dominant, and that's the receiving. So your solar plexus, we've got all those issues going on, so we know, okay, it's underactive. So you just basically, you could sit there and you can just lightly massage your thumb to stimulate those nerves. You could even close your eyes as you stimulate your thumb and imagine beautiful yellow light entering your solar plexus. You don't need to do it for long. This is just supposed to be a quick fix. This is not a full-blown meditation session. This is not a full-blown Reiki session. This is just a quick pick-me-up fix, okay? Again, on the other hand, if your solar plexus, maybe you're feeling a little bit egotistical, then maybe you need to pull down that energy a little bit. Therefore, you would go ahead and stimulate your right thumb, okay? So thumb, solar plexus, and fire. All right, our index finger, that is our heart chakra, and that has to deal with wind. And I don't know how much you guys all know about the chakras, but our heart chakra obviously governs our heart, but it also governs our lungs. So think about wind. And think about wind energy real quick. Wind can be calm and soothing, almost like our emotions. But then wind can also be turbulent and chaotic and damaging, just like our emotions. And what governs our emotions? Our heart chakra. So if you feel you're a little sad and maybe you're just feeling really in a bad, negative place, then you need to stimulate the non-dominant hand, the index finger. On the other hand, if you're feeling, overly emotional, you're just crying at the drop of a dime, then maybe your heart chakra is spinning a little too fast. So then we would need to massage our dominant hand. Okay? This works. I kid you not. Okay. I love you guys. I think you guys are beautiful, beautiful souls, and I'm not trying to flip you off or give you the bird, but we got to talk about the middle finger. And because I'm going one by one, I got to do it, and it is not meant to be in any negative context. But our middle finger, well, maybe I'll show it this way. That kind of hurts. I'm sorry. I have wrist problems, so I'll hold it sideways. Oh, what the heck? I'll hold it to front. You know what I mean. So our middle fingers, this has to deal with our throat chakra, which is kind of funny knowing what, in a bad way, the middle finger is a physical way of saying something. And that's the way you can remember it too. But our middle fingers has to deal with our throat chakra. And that has to do with space. Okay? And so again, if your throat chakra, you're finding yourself not being able to be your authentic self, not being able to speak your truth, not being able to communicate effectively, then maybe you need to stimulate your throat chakra. So that would be your non-dominant hand. On the other hand, if you find that you're constantly interrupting people, you're not paying attention to people when they talk, or you don't value their opinions, then maybe your throat chakra is a little overactive and you need to stimulate that energy to pull it down. All right. I'm done with the middle finger now. I'm sorry. If you would have told me yesterday I was giving you guys the middle finger, I didn't even think about it because I knew that I was going to do this one for a couple days now. And I didn't even think about how I was going to go through each finger. So, all right, it is what it is. All right, we're all adults here. All right. The next chakra is our ring fingers. Okay. And I don't have my ring on this morning. I was cleaning it and I took it off to dry and I haven't put it back on yet. So I got to remember to do that before I go to work. Anyway, our ring finger has to deal with our root chakra, which is our first chakras. And that has to deal obviously with the earth because we all know that the root chakra is all about grounding. Okay. And then also think of our rings, especially when you're married. You know, that's your foundation of how you build your family. And that's what the root chakra is all about. Safety and personal security, all those basic needs in life. So if for any reason you're all of a sudden you're not feeling grounded, maybe that root chakra is blocked or it's underactive, then we're going to stimulate on the non-dominant hand with the ring finger. On the other hand, if you're feeling too grounded, as far as the safety and security, maybe you're acting, a little bit of hoarding, things of that nature. And I'm not going to get into all the characteristics of each chakra. If you're interested in that, you can take my courses. They're not all on my website yet, but I do offer individual chakra, master chakra healer classes. But anyway, if you needed to pull that energy down a little bit, balance it out, then that's when you would stimulate the dominant ring finger. Okay? And then finally, we have our pinkies. And this has to deal with the sacral chakra and water. And our sacral chakra, that is just above our groin area, below the belly button. And our sacral chakra deals with sexuality. It deals with raw emotion, where our heart chakra deals with love and those types of emotion. Sacral deals with raw emotions. So raw emotion, sexuality, and creativity. So let's say, for an example, you're an artist and you're feeling blocked. And you're sitting there, you're trying to write your book, or you're trying to write your lyrics to your song, or the music to go with the lyrics, and you can't think of nothing. All right? We're blocked or we're underactive. So we need to stimulate with the non-dominant hand. So we would massage that pinky, get that creative juice flowing, send those little signals up to the brain, down to the sacral chakra. Next thing you know, you're writing your book, your lyrics, whatever. On the other hand, if you're feeling that, like I said, that raw emotion, and maybe you're being a bit of a bully, maybe we'll just say that, and you need to bring that energy down a little bit. Dominant hand, just massage that pinky finger. And that is it. To see how simple that was? So I said this was an easy one. So again, real quick, thumb, solar plexus, index finger, heart chakra, middle finger, throat chakra, ring finger, root chakra, little finger, sacral. Dominant hand is for giving. Non-dominant hand is for receiving. Excuse me. You ever hear that saying? My mom used to say it as a kid. You'd itch your hand and it was money in, money out. Well, that was why. Because your non-dominant hand, you're giving your money away, and then or your dominant hand, you're giving that money away, and your non-dominant hand, you know, you're receiving as they're putting those hundreds, stacking them in your palm, and then you grab them. So one last time: solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, communicating what that message, root chakra, and sacral chakra. Okay? Third eye and crown are not part of our spinal cord or backbone, so those are not included. All right? And that's all I have for this week's Tuesday Enlightenment. So make sure you join me tomorrow for our midweek card drawing for our energy. Friday, oracle reading with our Reiki hug. If you're interested in other services, please go to yournaturalhealer.com. Click on the services tab. There's all kinds of things there, from distance Reiki to chakra balancing to tarot and oracle readings, combinations of those things, numerology, astrology reports. Just go check it out. If you're interested in courses, I have been slowly adding the courses. You can click on, go to yournaturalhealer.com, click on other, and you'll see the Lotus Center. If you click on that, it'll take you to my university's web link. You can also directly go to lotuscenter.online.com, and that will take you to see webinars, special events, and courses as they drop. If you're not following me on Facebook, that's another great way to get all different types of information. You can follow me on Instagram. It's your.natural.healer. Your.natural.healer. I was getting crazy with the dots. Facebook is just Your Natural Healer. And that is it. I was going to say my YouTube channel, but you're here. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I have for you this week. So thank you for watching this episode. We've got lots of great Tuesdays Enlightenments coming up, so stay tuned. Again, smash that subscribe button, guys. Thank you in advance for doing so. Go live your best lives, but do it the natural way. Namaste.